I don't even know if I connected my mic correctly. This might be a little early to stream. Testing, 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 testing. Is it up? Alright, so it's working. Hold on. I need to redo the title. Continuing to make. Continuing to make. Snow Forest Game Godot. I'm not gonna add another thumbnail. No, I don't have it saved. Hold on. Give me a second. Real quick. If I go to main menu and then go to the 3D. Bam. Take off the cinematic preview. But then go back to this. Turn off the frame thing. Perfect screenshot material for the thumbnail. Bam. You just save this into your random folder. And wabam. You just go ahead and then put this on the thumbnail. Hopefully it doesn't overtake some other program when it comes to like using the Wi-Fi, but yeah. Also that quality seems a little high for my preview, which it should be 144p. It's not. There you go, now it's 144p. What was I gonna say? Oh, I need my phone up. As okay. I can't see chat. I need phone. Wait. Okay. Yo, it's okay, it's up. Alright. So now I can close this, close that, and get this working. Yo! Frame time. So some changes have happened behind the scenes. Just kind of because I wanted some better volumetrics. Didn't quite get that. So, yeah. That's a thing. But, yeah. I changed, like, the color toning. Like, the adjustments. So it goes from, like, this, which is okay, to this, which is far more the mood I want for my game. I added a couple of little things, I think. I also optimized the trees in the here, so you can see like they disappear after a certain range, so you can never have like too many trees loading at once. But then I noticed the colliders were still activated, so I was like, okay, I'll just disable the colliders over a certain distance. But that didn't quite work because that required a script. I was like, okay, I'll take the tree collider. Oh, there's no like. Wait, what's that? Defines the visibility range parent for this known subtree. Parent must be geometry. I'm so confused by that. I don't know how that works, but there isn't like a specific easy way to set it up. The occluder's job is to hide it if it's out of view, so yeah. Also, I need to make this map now, cause my god, this infinitely looping texture with just one dude over here. Also, I redid the snowflake, so it's a bit more snowflakey. But like, this is not like the entrance to a mine. This is a flat plane. This is boring as fuck. Also, we got the volumetrics working in a bit more of the actual style, or like the intended style. Because originally it was wasn't quite this good. Well, no, it was quite this good, but it wasn't pixelated, so it didn't have like it didn't match all the rest of the pixelated stuff. So now everything's pixelated. Low res textures, but like it's stylistically low res, and that's a good thing. Stylistically bad is good, I think. I do wish I kept the ambient occlusion. I disabled it because I was like, oh yeah, I don't really need it. Like, it adds a little bit, but it doesn't add enough to, like, you know, fully justify this whole fluffy shebang. I said fluffy because this. It's fluffy. The depth of field makes it look like actual fog. Also, I connected like one or two. Oh, you guys can see this in a second. I connected like one or two of the thingies. So now can't go past this point. And it looks like the color grading is like, I like it. It's not the best color grading, but I'm pretty proud. I reckon that's pretty good for like someone does new color. So basically, I just like took the dark tones, turned up the blue on the dark tones, and then turned up like the yellow on like some of the like mid-ish high tones. So like the fire, which is glowing, and like the sun, they have like a slight yellowy warm glow, while all the dark places have a cold like feel to them, right? Which is good because it's snowing, and I reckon it should be cold if it's snowing. So yeah, I also added a fade out effect. Did not add a fade in effect, so yeah. Also I added some colliders on this. So if you do manage to get up over here, you can't get out. And I think I'm missing one thing, actually. This is, yeah, it's automatic now. If we go to the mine entrance place, there's nothing down here aside from the hitbox that kills you. So like, you walk in and you can just go like over here, and you just get super confused because you go under here and you're like, well, this ain't water. So I think something I need to add is a volume fog volume. This little blob right here. Make it a new fog material, so it's custom. Make it extremely blue, a little bit emissively blue. A height fall off would go crazy. Okay. Which I feel like I might use a little bit. Edge fade density texture can stay the same. High density, not too high, but like high. Just gonna view unshaded and then disable that so I can move it into place. It just needs to go like kind of there-ish. There-ish, there. Then, so the local bounds is like 50. 50, and then like 10. So that if I display the environment normally, be 2 for now. I can't see the water. Hello, is that the that's the water. Okay, so that's a little high. Where did the icon go? This is scary. I don't know why it's scary to me, but it is. Also, the depth of field does not help. I literally cannot see. Okay. So this is a nice effect. You go underwater and there's water there. Also, the lake top, ignore occlusion color. So you physically can't like, oh, and the lake material needs to be no shadows, dual-sided. So that when you do go underwater, you can see the water. You can be like, oh yeah, I'm underwater. Wow. Look at that. Isn't that much better, more realistic water? Is that where the fog ends? The fog is not down here. Where is it? It's over there. How is 50 not enough? Which direction is this? 100. Let's see. 150. This might be a little alarming. Alright, hell yeah. So now you go underwater and you're like, oh, glug, 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 I'm underwater. Arg. Put it down a little bit and then bring it up to like 5. Maybe that wasn't 5 down. Yeah, that didn't look like 5 down. There you go. So now you go and what do you go? Bloop. Oh, I'm underwater. Ah, you die. And that should. Oh, it doesn't extend here. Okay, of course it doesn't. 100. That should extend to most of here. Maybe just not on like the very edge. Right here. Oh, no, it does. Yo, where does it stop? Just there. I think it's just in the right place, probably. Yep. Alright, this is a good effect. We got something. Also, these like little god rays. I don't know if you can see them. Maybe a little bit. You can see them like the little god rays things that are happening. The shadows. That effect does not come through in the game itself, which I personally find a little bit disappointing, and I don't know what to do about it. So, yeah, womp womp. What if I... Like, the effect for this fog entirely comes from, like, wait, you can't see the fog, can you? Sorry. Done. Whatever, this is fine. The effect for this fog, you can see this, right? Yeah, you can. The effect for this fog, third time, it's just a particle, right? Particle system. But basically, if you look up to see the particles, because you generally will, you won't look down. I mean, you will, but to look at the particles, you'll kind of look up, and when you do, the rotation of the particles makes it look like volumetric fog, because you get like the under shadow. So yeah, all the ads will be facing up. Like, whoa, what happened? There was a little bit of a loading screen. Anyway, I gotta go drown myself. In the in the game, in the ocean. Oh no! Oh, yo. I'm gonna obviously cut that out for like a more realistic thing, but it's pretty seamless for now. Also, where's the the lighting effect? You see the shadow here? It's not quite translating to the game. Like, it's still pretty, but it doesn't have that like, oh wow, the fog is casting rays effect, you know? Like, it's but some of the brighter areas, oh no, it's good. Also, I'm pretty sure you guys can hear my like terrible spacebar just slapping against the keyboard, so yeah, don't worry about that. I'm dying. Anyway, I think from the beginning this is pretty good progress. I need to still make the mind map. I need to add a ton of decor to this. From like decals here and there to like broken log models. Need a couple of those. Maybe some like mounds, but I think the ground is messy enough already. I think what I really need is like bushes and like stuff like that. And I think for the bushes, I'm probably going to implement my own effect. Also, did I just come to the edge? Right, I did not hook up the I did not hook up the collider. Right, give me a second. Because if you take the area 3D right here, oh, it has a signal. What's it connected to? Oh, it just reloads the scene. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. This might have been more useful, but whatever. Wait, can I put in? Hold on. Mine entrance. Mine entrance is probably going to be like the smallest map bit, because it's like literally just an entrance, and probably like a little bit into the mine, where it becomes like pitch black. Then the scene after that will start up with you turning on a light. I'm gonna like shimmy up the transitions a little bit. And I also think, as good as this looks, with you facing the sun here, the fact that you walk away from the sun, like, the sun's right behind you, right? Walk over here, bam, it's in front of you. Like, isn't that disorienting? Where am I going? Like, the sun's gonna be, like, right there. And I do like the sun being in front of us. You get to experience more, like, lights. Damn, this game suddenly looks so much better. I know, right? Like, as soon as you put in, like, good color correction, literally just that, maybe some, like, additional little tweaks here and there, this game looks so much better. I don't have a screenshot or any, like, build of the game from a while back, but, like, we have the streams. So much better than before. But, yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I need to fix the light direction. Because you heading this way, popping out this way, don't look right. The light is not that big. What is happening? Oh, the gizmos. Turn off. There you go. And it's blurry. Ugh. Alright, so if I turn to unshaded, that wouldn't be useful for me. I wish there was a way to like disable camera effects in this menu, so you don't have to like fiddle with these here. Right, so take this direction. Maybe I can pick it from the side. How does this side look? Environment. Gizmos off. If you walk in from here, and the sun is like there, that would kind of be kind of fire. I like that. All the marketing would look like this. No, nah, that kind of rocks. Maybe not that far, but like, I like it. I like it. I'm gonna have to go for a second opinion sometime later on, but for now, it's pretty good. Also, I want to disable receive shadow because smoke doesn't have shadows like that. Shadow, disable receive shadows. So now the campfire doesn't receive shadows, which technically it's less realistic because volumetrics do receive shadows, but this isn't volumetrics, so it's, yeah. I like that, and it adds more intrigue in both directions. Whew. I feel like I'm cooking. I feel like I'm cooking. I'm gonna open the Blender file. Like, this is mining game. Give me a second. I need to add the reference image from my. Where's my random renders? Oh yeah, there we go. This image has like the least context. You guys can't see it yet. Give me a second. Like this just has the camera will be there-ish. So you will spawn about there, roughly, like, kind of. What I plan to have is like a mountain in this spot right here that towers up, and the mine goes directly into like not the base, but like an area of that mountain, and you're surrounded like you're in like a. Here, I'll just show you. You guys can watch. You guys can watch. S1.5 subdivide. This much. This. Ooh. Da 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 da. Okay, there we go. So sculpt mode. So your player will spawn like here-ish. So that I need to have a look at the map again. Scale it up. In front. Nope, depth in front. Opacity lowish. Alright, so looking at this. There seems to be like that area right there. Then it goes into here. To like this kind of area. So you'll walk into like a cavern kind of area right here. You'll have like a spot back here where you cannot go. Actually, this map needs to be bigger. I've noticed. I'm noticing right now. This map needs to be bigger. I'll make it 40%, 40x. So we have like a surrounding area to this. So like now I can be like, oh yeah. You go like through here, and you have the big mountain right here. This spot right here. Right there. And big chunker like mountain stuff right here. That'll like lead into it. So you won't be able to see the top, obviously. It'll just be implied by the severe lack of sunlight coming from specifically that direction. You also have like pretty large, like tall stuff on the side. So the only direction the light can really come from is from behind you. But I want to leave space in case I want to do it from the side, something like that. That's why I'm making the ridges. I need that ridge to go away. So. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sorry, I haven't been talking. Locked in. But, this little bit right there can't happen. Can't let that happen. I just did. Again. Go around. There. So. This should be the sort of area that I'm going for. Obviously needs a lot of tweaking. But for now, that's pretty good. You can see like goes through here, go waddle 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 waddle. Oh wow! Look at this! Wow! Really hidden cave, mine shaft. I should go inside. You go inside, and then the story progresses. My writing is immaculate. So I'm gonna like dig a bit of a hole in there. Using this brush, so I can just kind of like dig a not too much though. because I want the rest to be extended from this. Yeah, that much is enough. You take like the last couple of bits from here. So in this case, it'll be like this much. Maybe like a bit more. In this direction. Then you just extend down this way. Ah, no, wait. I fucked up. Wait. No, it has to be specifically. I don't have a face cam. Straight forward, straight through there. So, up. And it's through there, like that. Strange shape, I know, but yeah. I think that's the kind of. That's more the kind of shape I'm going for. So like those 9 squares down there. And like add a couple more. Need to add some more on the side. Also, the Godot Discord is very cool for discussing stuff like this. Anyway. Again, not specifically stretching off that way. Keep it somewhat that way. But then mixed with a little bit of down. Then you can add a bunch of edge loops to this area. I don't know if I had enough. I didn't. Oopsie daisy. Add enough edge loops. Then go into sculpt mode, and you can like tweak things a little bit by turning on the strength. You can just like go through and be like, ooh, bop, 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 bop. Oh wow, look at that! It's like a Don't worry about this. This is a mine shaft. This is just the back end of a mine shaft. Don't worry about this. The shape, completely natural mine shaft shape. Not so natural. You tell me you've never seen a mine shaft before? You've never played Minecraft? Look at this, such natural mine shape. It's just like being French shaped, but it's like mine shaped. This is mine shaped. Whoop. There you go. You got a bunch of distortion and noise. You can add a little bit on your floor. Would not recommend. Also, I'm gonna turn down the strength a bit. Turn down the scale a little bit. Just run that down. Whoop. Again, this is a oddly uncomfortable thing to look at. But yeah, mine shaft. This is also uncomfortable, I realize. Anyway, moving on. Wow, look at the mountain. So mountainy. And rigid. Whoa, pause. Wow, okay. Anyway. Going back into this. I need... Okay, before I add any kind of modifier, I want to just clean up like this area. Because something I'm noticing is this bit is not getting seen. It's just not. So there's no point in modeling for it or anything like that if it's not going to be seen. Like generally, what you would do if there's just a bit, it's like, no one's ever going to see this, delete it. There's no point in rendering unnecessary geometry. Also, I'm noticing a lot of like lost vertices. Oh my god. The same on this side, a couple on this side, but a lot on this side. Wow. Damn, that is lost vertices galore. Not lost vertices, but loose vertices, because they're not being used. Also, the entire like back little bit of this is never going to be seen. It's going to crunch it away. This might actually reduce the amount that you know what I mean? The modifier that removes bits. I'm going to keep chipping away at this. There. That should be good enough. for some modifying. Decimate, triangulate, and then just crunch. Start crunching. Don't crunch too much, because again, you need some detail. But get it into about here, maybe-ish, and then just kind of merge by distance. Crank up that distance. Shade auto smooth, shade flat, shade smooth. Actually, something you can also do if you're curious, if you're feeling up to it. Smooth some bits. Bits that are not really not working with your engine. Smooth them out. This little blob right here, I don't know what's going on. But if you merge all of them at center, and like merge these two as well, it's gone. Problem eliminated. Fantastic. Keep chipping away these little bits, making sure that the inside is also very smoothened and smoothened. And very, very decimated. Decimate again, triangulate, crunch, crunch, crunch. Not that far. That far. Again, I feel like I can go through this bit. I take this, and I just kind of like, how do I handle this? Womp. Well, that didn't affect anything that you can see. That you know of. How many verses does that? 3,000. 3,000 is not. It's an okay amount actually, but I like crunching it down a bit more. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. No, too much, too much. A little more. Triangulate, apply, and then weight the normals. And bam, the normals have been weighted. And that's how you make a map. Now I need to add the actual like mineshaft details. For example, I should have done this before. It's fine. Cube. So this is going to be the floor. Those are going to be the pillars. Because every mineshaft has weird little pillar things. I understand support beams. That's what they're called. I said weird because I wasn't really sure if pillars were correct. I guess they are. Pillars are supports for doing basically the same thing. I'm gonna array them with a distance. I'm not gonna mirror them because that would require effort and actually less effort. But yes. So yeah, lower this a little bit so that I can like. It would be more ideal if I could fit. It's fine. Another cube. It's gonna be like the upper support kind of thing. That'll need to be like really long and lay on top of the normal support, making kind of this shape. It's a shape you see. Not often, but yeah. If I take the 2 feet of these, that's a weird sentence. If I take the 2 feet of these, 3D cursor, now I can array them. Well, I could before, but you know, I can array them better. Because I believe. I just kind of place them. Hand placing will be better. But if I can just keep doing this. Doesn't matter. The structural support on this is not there. It does not exist. And that's what we love about it. The little beam thing. The little beam thing. The little beam thing. Alright, sorry. Okay. So now we've got basic support. I think also the middle of this might also have a cube doing a little bit of supporting. Basically, like, yeah, I'm making it skinnier. Alright, so. Oh, and they have like little cross sections right here on the edge, right? Yeah. I know my. Wait, what does he do this? Cube. G that. Scale down. Size here. Down. Rotate like that. Up. Da da. Oh, nope, nope. Scale up. Kind of scale down like that. Scale like that. Support. Well, itty bitty little support. And bam. Quick little supports. I think. So this top one needs to be scaled better. And then just placed better, because the entire thing needs to be a little bit further back. And also, I don't think that's how they look. I'm gonna be honest. Hold on. I'm gonna real quick Google an image of a mine shaft, I think. Mine shaft. Not Minecraft, mineshaft. And it gave me a Minecraft mineshaft. Oh, is it real Minecraft? Not real. Yes, real mineshaft. There's hair in my mouth. Ow. Alright, so. They do have the supports, they do have support bits. Usually the support bits are a little bit bigger. They go in like a cross-section kind of shape. So bigger supports, cross-section kind of shape. They also come in like semicircle kind of shapes, which is cool. And the top is usually like fully connected or made into like a beam kind of thing. So that's a thing. So I had to update this. Okay, there we go. So, this little top little bit, unrealistic. It wouldn't do this. Instead, they would like connect a beam above the top bit to the next bit to make like a roof kind of shelter. And then make these bigger. Okay, maybe not like that. Oh, maybe like that, actually. Maybe not that much, but that concept would work. Now they're really uneven. On the face. Oh, it's okay, that's okay. Now we just need to move them up until the heads are touching the roof. This, I think, is okay, but now the legs are not touching the floor. Yeah, so you can see, like, that should be good. So now it's like, not entirely out, but also not entirely in. And it should look a bit more grounded. Because for the first time, you only come here for like a couple seconds, you look around and you go, oh, it's fine. And that distant bit, you won't even get to see. So, you're fine. This, not ideal. Anyway. Now we need the rail tracks, which will get you down there. So, okay. I think I'm gonna make a path, because if my knowledge of geometry nodes serve me right, I should just be able to like that. all the way to the bottom. Place a couple in different areas, so they're not all like this. Their main goal is to go downwards without too much of a shake, so this should be okay. The vision's kind of there. I'm gonna start making it now. Whoa, what happened? There. So you take this, and we go. Oh yeah. So this is a curve right now. So curve to mesh, and we'll have a profile curve. This will be the rails of our tracks, which is kind of realistic. Because technically speaking, like it's not impossible to have like a curved rail, but also it's unlikely, probably. That is not right. That's not the one I want. Curve circle. That one? Sure. Then you just drag the Bezier circle into the geometry nodes, profile. There you go. Alright, so now take this and you shape it into what you want. So these two squashed together more. These two scaled outwards like that direction. These handles specifically. That's not quite what I want. I just take this one, scale it up, and scale it up. That'll be enough of the shape to get the point across that this is what it is. You know? I could maybe subdivide this area and this area and get a bit more of like a see if I can get this. So that kind of shape, I can just scale the whole thing down a little bit until it's like that size. Then you'd like just tweak in little values. For example, this scale is too low and this angle's weird. All these angles are kind of weird. Is that kind of the shape of the rail? I think that's close enough that it won't matter. Either way, I gotta do this twice, except I have to join the geometry. But the second time you have to transform this. So if you transform geometry, I think it is, and we just take an instance of that, plug it back in, and we make it more this way. Then we take another version of this, because I'm stupid, and we make it more that way. So it's like 2 and 2. But that don't look right. 1.5. 1.5, negative 1.5. So it'd be 3 about 3 apart. Kind of. If I lowered this so it actually touched the floor, and it's quite under the ground. Can I rotate it like that? No. If I move it down a little bit, subdivide this area and move it up a little bit. That's kind of good. I do not want it floating. So any area where it's like floating, I'm gonna have to take it back down. And anywhere it's not floating, I'll have to take it back up. The general issues with this. So now I have to take this kind of back down. Then I have to take the, oh, what's this? I think that little bit's fine, probably. But like this bit ain't fine, right? Again, I can't, No, that's not fine. Whoa, that is not fine. I delete that, take that, make it down. Take these two, do a subdivide, make it down. Take this up a little bit, take this down a lot. pop that off. Look at that. That's really rickety, but it looks kind of like what I want. I need to actually lay the tracks now. So now I have to resample the curve. Then I have to instance on points. I'm probably going to instance like a default cube, because it's fine. Cube. Check it back in here. But then scale to change the parameters of the tube. Change the parameters of the cube so that it all lines up. Kind of like that. Wait, let's see. Nope, I need this to be way longer until it surpasses that. Then this to be a little bit taller. A little bit taller. Then just resample more. That looks to be pretty good, but it's not rotated correctly. So I have to sample curve. This. Take its normal rotation. Is that how you get the rotation? How do you... I have to really quick Google how to get like the instance follow curve rotation blender. That's exactly what I need. Geometry nodes, perfect. Stack exchange, my beauty. Just use the curve to points node because it'll give you the rotation you want right away. Alright, bet. Thank you. Instant responses from stack exchange. Yo, curve to points. Ha. Beauty of the internet. Now it won't be ideal, because now all this resampling is for nothing. So I have to go back to this, turn this to curve to points, and then just use this count. But now I have access to the rotation, which will rotate it the exact wrong direction. Will it? If I just do straight down? Yeah, that is rotating correctly. Now if I rotate this instance... Oh wait, sorry. This is not live, I can't see chat. Give me a second. There you go, okay. Rotation. Or rotate. Rotate would be better. Rotate instance? It's not an instance yet. Can I rotate the instances all at once? In the y-axis, yes I can. That's kind of the point of rotate instances, but don't worry about it. Right, just rotate it -90. Look at that. Smoothly following. But you don't want that. You want a little bit of randomness. So I'm gonna also add random value. I'm gonna combine XYZ. Then a math node set to 2 degrees. Nope, 2 radians from -90, or just 90, I guess. So this can be 90, but I want the that value to be separate. So I'm going to plug that into there and then this into here. And then we're just going to tune this down. I'm just going to isolate this real quick. This down. So it's not crazy, but it's also definitely not in line. And I think that adds to the effect, if you guys can see it. It's like very bumpy and not quite straight. And the supports aren't too visible, which is a problem. Try and scale them up a little bit. There's not much I can do. I don't want to make them massive. That's something I definitely don't want to do. Making the How big are those? Okay, that is not disruptive. I think I can do that. I attach that, scale, pull it down to about the same level, pop it up, pop it forward, bam. Alright. At least for now, I'm not gonna have like a random minecart thing. That wouldn't be too hard to model, would it? And like, I have an idea. So you can have a minecart there. The character walks in, they accidentally push the minecart, it rolls into the darkness, right? And then you go, oh, shoot, I better not go further. Then it gives you a reason to go back, as opposed to just the game telling you. So, you know, I think that's a good idea, actually. Me? Thanks, me. I'm so smart. So, you just scale it up a little bit. Nope. Take the top up a little bit. Oh. I need my modeling workflow place thing. Whoop. Whoop. Isolate. Isolate. Also isolate. Most realistic cart you've ever seen. Where else have you seen such, like, absolute realism? And you look at that and you go, yeah, that's real. There's no doubt about it. Let's come up a little bit. Down? Oh, see, that's pretty cool. So let's scroll it down a little bit. Make it go back in a little bit. Delete the face. Really does not look high end. If I had a bevel, maybe. 1, 2, 3. It's kind of getting there, but this edge needs a bevel. I think definitely. It's these edges that need a bevel. Not a crazy bevel, but enough to like make it into like a smooth kind of thing. Then this edge needs like a small bevel. Apply, take the edge, smooth it down a little bit. No, it's fine. Maybe down a little bit, just a little bit. Or actually, if I scale it back out, up and out, and just up, does that look? Hold on, I never googled this. What do mineshaft barrels look like? Mine wagons, barrels, what are they called? Mine carts. If you show me Minecraft again, oh my god! Okay, that's a real Minecraft. Real life, thank you. Just not a. The first image is a Minecraft minecart. That's just in real life. Alright, so the shape I'm going for is not commonly used. Usually, actually, kind of. They do use it, not in the way I'm using it. It's like a box with like hard edges, and it's just made of wood. Not going to be the easiest thing to model, but definitely not the hardest. So I'm down to model that. So delete that model. We're going for something else. You can't see this. You as in like me. I can't see this. Don't ask why I said you. I have no idea. This isn't gonna be made of like normal shapes. Well, okay. This isn't gonna be a box. This is gonna have to be like planks. I'm gonna make the shape first, I think. I want to get the shape right. Because it is just a really long thing like that. But it's like much lower. So it's more that shape. They do have metal ones like that with hard edge. just without the top face. So if I take these edges, Shift D, P, take the edges, then maybe I skin modifier and mark all of these points as root. Take all of them, stay. Kind of, but also not really. So take all this, convert to curve. Now I can take this point, I can take the geometry side, depth thing, increase that, profile, so it's a square. Then I can make like the little sharp profile that they have. I don't know why, how they did that. It has to be a sharp edge, right? So it has to be like that kind of shape. I feel like it'd be smarter if I just took doing that curve method might be no. I'm debating on either doing like I can do quick loop cuts. I'm dying. Help. If I do this, then I do L. If I this, Shift I. That. Dying. P. Yeah. Sorry about that. My throat was really dying. Yo, it all fits. Okay. I can do solidify. Outwards. Maybe not entirely outwards. For the sake of, yep. And that's basically how it is. Even thickness, and just don't make it fully outwards. Maybe make it a little bit higher as well. While I'm at it, might as well. That's not a good idea. Wait, is it? Maybe it could be. Yeah, that's good enough. That's like the thing for Minecraft. Minecraft? No, not a Minecraft. A minecart. My god. Minecart. There you go. My voice is really dying. Tab. There. Box? Cube? Box? What was the shape again? Give me a second. Gotta go check. Minecart. Panel. Okay, so 2 wooden blocks for the front and the back. Something in the middle. 2 wooden blocks going through the middle. And then 2 tires. For the shape I'm looking at. Alright, so 2 planks here and here, which I can pretty easily do in the thing right here. Just there. I can probably tear this down. Just take that, make it over here, move it over there a little bit. Again, it's not too big, just a little block there. Little block there. I don't know why they do that. I think it's to like make all the weight not land. I don't know. This. Cube. Move those pillars out like this. Down. Ignoring the weird shape, apparently this is logical and smart. You gotta trust me on that. Real smart. Maybe the fact that I don't understand it is proving that I'm not smart. Maybe. Because I see, it's like a crisscross pattern. So it will help. Like, this will help this thing bear this weight. But why is this thing bearing this weight? Oh, this is for the tires. Because the tires go like that. Maybe it is for the tires. Not entirely sure. Anyway. Cube. It's gonna be like the blocker things. This is all made of really primitive shapes. So this is gonna have like the two nails on the top, but this bit right here, that, it's gonna have the tires. The tires have to be separate bits, so cylinder. I do love how the Godot, Godot, how the Blender dictionary thing has keywords now from people spelling cylinder wrong, which is valid. It's really not, but I'm gonna say it's valid. Mirror over to this side, over to that side. Then I don't want to array it. I'm just gonna mirror it. So just gonna put that like there-ish. Clipping. Whoop. So you can't touch it. Okay. New eye. Scale it down. Hit. Take that. Nope. Take that. Scale that down. You're not gonna be able to see down there. What do the tires look like again? I need to go look back at their reference image. Okay, so they're like, I'm gonna try and recreate that shape. They're like in, sticking out, in a little bit, really far in, that, in more, and then like a little joint bit right here. That should be like kind of the shape, right? And then like this entire outer bit was also in like that, and it wasn't that outward. So I can pull these two in a little bit. Is that the right shape for the tire? I think it is. And that's a minecart. And the front needs to be beveled like hell. Like most of this have to be built like hell. Oh there. I keep needing to remind myself that I'm missing out. Wait, what's that? I just saw a message saying somebody help ? But it could have been like a random notification. I'm gonna assume it's not directed toward me. Obviously the safe assumption, clearly. Real big brained of me. Real swole noggin of me. See, that doesn't even look real. Okay, if I take the whole thing and I just bevel, and just reduce the bevel to like a really small amount, then you apply like a couple more layers of this. It's already kind of crunchy. Like, this is not probably going to do anything to it. How does wireframe look like? My god, that is a high fidelity axle. Either way, that shape's correct. This shape is okay, I think. If I take Control R, and I just take a couple of panels. Yeah, okay, if I do this, right? If I take this LP, take that off, then you edge split those specific edges. So take those edge rings, Then we go, oh yeah, edge split them. That's fine. Then you go ahead and you solidify outwards, preferably. Not a crazy amount. Solidify with this further outwards. And then you can kind of see the seams. You just bevel. You get like that effect. And you can possibly start taking the actual edge of this and like scaling it down a little bit. This, scale it down a little bit. This, scale it down a little bit. Which lets you bevel a bit more. Realism. Super realistic. So this will have a metallic material to it. So metallic. This will just have an old wooden kind of material to it. So woody. This will have a similar wood material. Wood. Metal. And this will have, again, a metal. Because it's all going to be rusted over and stuff, it's not going to be like, you know, crazy fidelity or whatever. Gotta make sure this is it. Metal. But yeah, now, that feels like a model that could work. So now if I put it back in the scene, and I... What did I just undo? I undid something. I have made a grave mistake. I have to take all of these and parent all of them to this. Right? No. No, sir. Parent all of them to this. Because that's like the base. This is what's going to be moving it. Then ignore those two screens. You guys can, yeah, you guys see. Okay. Move it into there. And just park it on the tracks. My god, it is tiny for the tracks. I think that's a good scale. That's actually realistic. Not realistic, but like realistic sized. So yeah. That placement's pretty okay. I gotta make sure I actually texture some stuff before sending it in, so geometry nodes, and for these, set material. So wood, and these two are going to be the metals. Metal, 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 wood. Sorry, what? Wood. That's snow. Wood. There you go. Those materials. This needs a wood material. This is just going to be the ground, so it's fine. Put the ground snow material. Yo. That was pretty good. I'm proud of myself. It's definitely not the best, but it works. And I need to make sure I name everything. So this Bezier curve is not going to be there. This is going to be the track. This cube thing is going to be the minecart base. Floor, pillars, minecart base. What's it called? Container edging? Container planks? No, minecart. Container. I don't know what you call it. Like the piece that holds things. Wheels. Wheels. Now it's all kind of named. Rail shape. Take all of this. Chuck it in map 3 take all of it. Map 3. Enable, 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 enable. That's a tree. Oh, the tree's right there. Map 3 goes over here. And it is visible. Anyway, so that's map 3. I have to duplicate it. Nope, undo that duplication. Yep, take it all, put it in there, duplicate it, take it out of there, put that in there. Right. Because I'm going to be applying all the modifiers. I want to make sure I have backup. Alright, so if I take this, this is fully triangulated and everything. Alright, take this, triangulate with this, triangulate faces, should be okay. I have to apply, convert to mesh. Nope, that didn't work. Realize instances. Realize instances. Now I convert to mesh, and wow! That's actually pretty good. But I'm going to decimate this. Not too crazy. But I want it to be like crunched down enough that you wouldn't have a problem running this on your computer. And that requires taking out details that you don't use. Including the barrel. The entire minecart is gone. What happened? It's all there. Where'd they go? Oh, are they in here? I see the wheels 2 and 4. Wheels 2 is meant to be there. No, wheels 2 is not going to be there. Container 1, yep. Container edge, it's there. Now if I, one more thing missing. Where's the edge? There you go. Okay, now everything's there. God, am I stupid. Okay. So this has to be converted. Applied. Decimate. Triangulate would be the best. I don't think this needs to be decimated, just triangulated. Which clearly was not done, triangulate. Did I delete the modifiers sometimes? Yeah, I did. Either way. Apply all the modifiers and decimate, triangulate. A little bit. Not too much. Triangulate, apply, it's all triangulated and stuff. Decimate, triangulate, blah blah blah. Until there's some of that detail, but not all that detail. Apply the mirror. And something you can do for both of these is you can take the actual mirror edge and then like dissolve the edges, dissolve the vertices, dissolve the vertices. Don't dissolve the vertices, dissolve the edge. Is the edge not dissolvable? Is that maybe dissolve this edge specifically. Dissolve this face. Dissolve this vertices specifically. Go away. No. Dissolve vertices. No. Dissolve edge. Face. Whatever, it's fine. I'm fine. Who's crazy? Not me. Okay, so that immediately took away that. High end. Peak quality. No. I'm gonna keep it like there. So it's a little more crunchy. But you know. Right? No. Decimate. Triangulate. Ooh, crunchy. Because it can handle being a little bit crunchier. Because you're not going to see it in full quality. This stubborn ass thing, bro. Oh, wait, what? Is that just me or is there multiple layers to this? It might just be me. Do everything. Alright, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. Alright, so. It's all decimated. It's all reduced in quality. And it's all... I think it's all ready to be exported. This has not been applied. Now it's all ready to be exported, right? If I convert to mesh, nothing's gonna change. Oh, that's Control Z. No. Take everything, convert to mesh. Man, looking pretty good. Okay. So I'm just gonna take everything, and I'm gonna export it. BRB. You'll see it pop up on the screen. Godot products, parse game, assets, imports, mine, entrance. .glb. Oh, I saw a warning. What was the warning? Export GLTF. Export GLTF. Which mesh is not triangulated? Triangled. This has been triangled. Oh, rail shape is. Yeah, we're gonna ignore that. That's not a thing we're gonna export. Take that. Export GLTF. Nope. Okay, which one else? I'm gonna go one by one. Let's go. Track. You have been triangulated, haven't you? Triangulate. Why? Okay. Pillars, you've been triangulated, haven't you? Triangulate. The wheels. They've been triangulated. Minecart container. Been triangulated. I think that's been triangulated. Yep. Minecraft box has been triangulated. Wait, has it? Yeah, it has. Then finally, the floor itself. It's been triangulated. What has not been triangulated? Triangulate. I'm so confused. Out of everything that's selected, cylinder.05. Could not go with cylinder 05? Plane 05, cube 05, cube, cylinder 04, cylinder 05. Specifically that wheel has not been triangulated enough? I don't know why. I'm just gonna quickly run something on it. Hold on. Just gonna take all the vertices, merge vertices by distance. Okay, well that was a horrible idea. 0, 1. Alright, just make sure. Well, I made sure I triangulated it this time. So, seamless. It worked. Okay, you guys couldn't see that, but it worked. In the end. Mine entrance. Take out all the meshes. No, just take this mesh. Mine entrance.glb. This mine is massive. Is it? Let me do something. Let me do some normal lighting. Yeah, if your character is like this tall, you're at the height of the mine shaft. If you're this tall, everything else is tiny. This mine shaft is massive. I need to remodel this. Give me a second. Oh god. Alright. I have to redo the, not the specific mine shaft model, but like the exterior area of the mine shaft. Needs to be redone. So, this outside area needs to be massively redone. It needs to be way taller. By a lot. By a mountainous amount. Like, wow. Wow. Because you're gonna be like this tall. This mountain up top bit is not gonna work. Kind of. It's gonna work, but it's not gonna work well enough. So I need that. And the sides, don't even get me started. I mean, like that. So hopefully this covers the the view, because you're gonna be like that tall. Let me look around like. I'm gonna put like stuff there maybe. But yeah, when you're over here, you're trying to get up here, you're gonna be able to see that. I was not planning on that. So my idea to like combat that is to just have like a landscape, like an A&T landscape specifically, just out in the void, really kind of stretched out, but also not too stretched out, kind of embiggened, just over here, pretty tall. Just chuck it over there, so when you look over, you look like, oh, there's just stuff there. It's going to be like somewhat merged with your current mesh. Like that. Same on the other side, just 108 degrees. Move over there. I'm allowed to use the ant mesh. A&T landscape, right? Those are things I'm allowed to use, right? Right, so now we have better scaling. These two aren't triangulated. Triangulate. Control N? Nope. What does Control N do? What does this do? Plane, snap invert. Precision mode? What is this doing? Ah, I moved something. I have no idea. But it's not triangulating them both. So I need to figure out what the button was to share things between the two of them. Nope. I keyframed them. What was the button to share attributes? Alt-M? No. What was the button to share attributes? Share attributes. What would the button be? View. Add. Select. Object. Apply. It's not apply. It's link. Control L. We'll copy modifiers. There we go. Bro, I feel so stupid. Also, this ain't a decimate modifier. What I meant. Not this one either. Decimate modifier. Yeah, it would have been easier if I just like did the thing. Convert to mesh. Think about these. This is fine, I think. So now if I move this over, export GLTF model, Godot projects, know your forest game, assets, imports, main entrance, mine entrance, mine entrance. So, yeah. So now, wow! Look, would you look at that? Yeah, there's something's gotta be done here. Also, I didn't make the path any clearer. I'll wing it. It's fine. But yeah, this is gonna be the map. The floor will share the same floor as everything else. There's gonna be snowy ground. Will it be snowy ground anymore? Also, the player has to be like 50 times bigger. Or the entire level has to be like a little bit smaller. You can make it like half the size, maybe. And then just move it into that same place. Be like, ah, yeah. You are like just over here in terms of height. Actually, that's kind of realistic. Wait. I need to play this specific level. I'll give the floor collision. And then I'll play the level. Yep. So we have this. We're gonna ignore the fact that you can just kind of climb over this. How tall are you? Oh hell no, you're like my height, bro. This is not good. Player. You can make the player model bigger, but I don't want to do that. So taking this, and we're gonna turn the size down to like 0.3. Ooh. It's getting dangerously small of a map. If I play this one now. Yo, I can actually just travel down the whole map. Yo, that's pretty good. Okay, fire. The minecart itself is gonna have a single box collider. The pillars won't. They'll have their static body child. The track won't have collision, and landscape won't have triple collision because you're not gonna be able to go there. I won't let you. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, the landscapes also need the snow material, snow ground material. Here's the issue with that material: is it only works if you have like this fog effect and like a direction. Where's the direction light going? There. Why is it over there? In the middle. Done. Also, this seems to be giving quite a lot of leeway, I guess you could say. Because I would personally make my fog way denser, so you can't go that far. You can't see that far. Because I think I have to redo the entire model, basically. Because it is McNotting. So what I have to do is I have to like take this bit, drag it back, Control R, just cut it in places where like yeah. Okay. So now it's smoothened over a little bit. And actually, I'm gonna take like just a clump, like this area, this area, this area, this area, this area, this area, like these edge bits. It's gonna use the move tool and move it up a little bit, so it's like a proper canyon crevice type area. You can't see it. Something's happening here that I don't like. What's happening? So it's this single vertex. Okay. There's some weird. So this vertices. There's a vertex right there. Is that this vertex? No. Where's that vertex? That vertex. Why is it invisible? Huh? If I delete that vertex and I just redo this bit of like, there you go. I've never had to reweight the entire what? When? Huh? Like there's still an issue there, but it's no longer as prominent. There's 2 in 1. Holy shit! The lore, the story, the narrative. So in depth. Okay. Meet at center. Wow, that fixed it. Okay. Still not like the best, but sure. Also, this entire mess up there Swap mode, smooth it over, smooth it over, smooth it over. Right, so. Also, I need to make the up a lot more up than before. I need to take this, to move it back. Start moving it major up. So you're gonna see that. Then you're gonna have to take the edge, this edge. Just that, this edge, a whole lot of that. So you're gonna be like that tall. To go around, you're gonna be like that tall. You're gonna be like this tallish. Okay, so if I just take this and look around, you're gonna be like that tall. It's a little bit taller, shorter. This tall. This should be overwhelmingly big enough. But I'm honestly not sure anymore. Also, this needs to be retriangulated. Maybe even decimated. These ones are fine. This one's the only one with an issue, and it's fine. Okay. Take all of it. Export. GLTF. Godot projects. Assets. Imports. Mattress. JLB. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. So I have to now take this into the unshaded no environment. Delete the mine entrance temporarily. Add back the mine entrance as like the GLB file. And hopefully that's correct. See, I can't see the colors or anything. No, it's too big. Okay, it has to be like 0.3 again. Is 0.3 a good scale? I'm not entirely sure. The fact that I have to move it forward more worries me. Right, anyway. Hopefully this, with the environment, means that you don't have to. I like this tool. How do you still see over this? Right, so you can kind of see over it. Can't see over that. That should be good. Okay. Finally. Alright, so. Again, adding the collision shape back to the floor. Collision shape back to the pillars. Adding a collision shape to it. But it's not going to be the same collision shape, it's going to be like a box. You just, when you bump into, it'll trigger, and it'll be like, ooh, roll it down the hill or something. Can I roll it down the hill? Yeah, it'll work. It'll work. We'll make it like tip, so it justifies the wiggles and wobbles and stuff. And then we have to add the floor texture. Snowy ground floor texture. Along with these two needing the snowy ground floor texture. Snowy ground floor texture. Then this can have the old worn wood texture. Wood material. This can also have the worn wood material. This can also have the worn wood material. Don't know which one it would be, but it would be the worn wood. This needs a new, like, rusted metal kind of material. Rusted metal material. It'll just be very metallic for now. Dual-sided, because apparently that was inverted, I think. So it needs to be more metallic, lower roughness. So like that. The bottom bit of this container edge needs to be metal. Rest of metal. The container wheels both need to be rusted metal, and the actual minecart base itself needs to be wood. Think I got that sorted out. If I enable the environment and I turn on this. How's this? Can't really squeeze past this, which is good. You shouldn't be able to. And as of right now, without any shadows or anything, it's looking okay. What happens if I turn on the shadows? It's not a big impact, and I don't think the shadows themselves come from like a really good source. This needs to be a 2 PSM blend split and stuff. Max distance needs to be like 70, something like that. You'd have higher quality shadows closer by. And also the light itself has to be a little bit more yellow tinted, slightly. Because this is going to the afternoon. Actually, this is meant to be more to the afternoon, so more orange tinted. Does this have like the color correction pass going on? It do have the color correction pass going on, but it don't look the same. Look at this, then look at this. Probably also because the direction light itself is really not at the right angle to give like these cinematic shots, and it should be lower and lower each time. You see it? So it should be like almost nighttime. Should be like maybe streaming in from the side would be good. That way. I think one of the most misleading bits is the fact that it's bright inside. Also the lack of trees. Trees. To add the trees, the mass trees. The absolutely massive mass trees. Which I need to disable the environment for because they're chunkers of trees. But what they should do is they should make it so that like is it just the player small for this one? No. That's just how it is. I guess, maybe. So now that feels more populated. This needs to be fixed, obviously. But now it does feel a lot more populated. In general, I think. Maybe, hold on, if I add a single tree on top. Tree. Because I can still add single trees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a single tree as like a broken log on top of this area. Right? This will work. Totally. So this will be like, not over the entire thing, but just over like here. It'll just be like a collapsed tree. And that, I think, adds a little bit of world building and makes the spot a little bit less boring. Maybe if I tune it down a little further, so it's a bit more angled. No, other way around. If I tune it up like this, move it a bit this way, and then move this bit down until this point's touching. Because here's the thing, you can't really tell that the texture is repeating down here, but also it is a little bit too small. Like, I literally can't see the pixels. And sometimes that's a good idea, but here it's not a good thing. So, I will be trying to change that. This side is way too bland as well. So I need to make unique. Then I have to, again... No, I know I don't. UV scale. This down, so it feels smaller. And physically is smaller. Except for the mountain. Let's have a look at this. There's something about the fact that it's so realistically sized, kind of. Like, you will fit in there. But I need to add, like, a wall right here, so you can't keep going back and discover this. Walls on the sides. Like, I need to make sure you're in a box. In this little scenario right here. You are confined, my friend. Unshaded. There you go. So if I take this, hide this static body, collision shape, new box collider, make it pretty tall. I realize I have gizmos turned off. I can't see how tall that is. It's about right. Yeah. Make the like 50 or something. So you physically cannot get past this specific line. Make the line a little bit close to here. I might irk some people actually. A little bit further back. So now you duplicate it, move it over here. Make sure it's not like too obtrusive place. Duplicate it, rotate it, slap it back here. So it's like pretty much just behind the player. If they try and turn around and run, they can't, basically. And I might also make it so that this specific area has thicker fog. But yeah. So if you can't get up these areas, I think it's fine. Let's have a look. How obtrusive is this? So you can get out, you just can't go through this area right here. You can see that there's nothing down there, but I have a fix for that. It's called landscape. If I just hide the trees, grab a landscape, duplicate it, move it over to here, rotate it, and I just lower it down, move it all the way back. Now, you're not even going to notice that's there, but it's going to be there. And it should, technically speaking, hide the fact that there's nothing there by showing you something there. Yeah, you can kind of, wait, no you can't. You can kind of see that something's there. So you're probably not going to be questioning it as much as you would be before. My mic's so far away from my mouth, sorry about that. It was rotated. Sorry if you couldn't hear me the entire stream. I have a one-directional mic and it was slightly rotated, so I might have been a little bit quiet or something the entire stream. So yeah, that's pretty far. Also, if I put it down here, I need to put stuff up there. Like, it's not Maybe some rocky stuff. I can probably make some rocks and chuck them up there. To decor. It's gonna be the best part, I think. So, if you add some rocks, take the rock generator. We use that for like 2 rocks, maybe. Let me convert them both to mesh. Then you decimate, triangulate, and just bring it down until it's like a decently performance efficient amount. Because usually they're like this, which is okay. But then you triangulate it, and it gets kind of messy. I can't English, but it's kind of messy. So now you can take the rocks, export them into the project as general use rocks.glb, export. Rocks, rock 1 and rock 2. Prefabs. I'm gonna make these like a specific decor like folder. So rock 1 and rock 2. .cn. So these two will be like 3D space. If you take the rocks.glb, unpack it, this will be rock 1. This will be rock 2. I don't know why I'm doing it like this, but you know, it's fine. Overall, no, not overall. Keep going. So this is materials, general use, rock. Should be fine. Reduce the roughness a little bit. Make the albedo darker. I can give it a noise texture actually. 128. No, wait, that's way too high. 64 by 64. That is the peak resolution for noise textures of any sort. UV1 unwrap this material, make it seamless, and just distribute those points. Sampling, near sampling. That's pretty good, I think. For a rock. Very rock-like of you. Did I just see Trez? Sorry, what? Trez? Ew. Ah, disgusting. I don't know what I just deleted, but it yeah. Make unique. Then save as. General use rock.material. It doesn't technically matter at the end of the day, but I want to make sure I'm using the right rock. So rock.material is the proper rock. Need to make sure that I have the right noise texture going. It's fine. This noise texture does not belong to the scene. Okay. Make unique. This noise texture is the rock noise. So I can use the rock noise on this 60, that's not 64, 64, 64, seamless, normal, fast noise, undo the fast noise. It's actually a different specific kind of noise. That looks about right. Rough, null map. Wait, why is this null map? normal. Noise texture. Gradient, normal, and make it 64 by 64 because that's too high quality. There you go. That's more my kind of quality. That's the kind of quality I fuck with. And I need to change this brightness a little bit. I don't want mossy rocks per se, but I want them to be like slightly mossied over. And then also slightly snowed over, so lighter. Kind of, I think that'll work. And then in the lighter spots, you actually want it to be more reflective, because rock itself can be reflective, but it's often not that reflective. That's good. And no map. I think I can't really tell what's what now, but it's fine. Look at that super realistic rock. Hyper realism rock. What was I gonna say? Main entrance. We need some rocks up here. So, no 3D. Rocks. Rock 1. That's rock 2. Rock 1. Then you can go bap 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 ba da 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 da. Alright, so turn the scale up a lot because I want like a big rock, not quite a oh, that is a boulder. That is definitely a boulder, and it's gonna be positioned like right there-ish. I don't want to scare the player too much, but also what if I sink it into this wall and I like move it up a little bit, so it's still sunken in and like rotate and stuff, but it's also gonna be like something to break up the really boring shape of the wall normally. I'll move it over here, completely rotate it, move it up. It looks like 2 eyes. Oh my god. Yeah. Right, so I'm gonna need a fuck ton more rocks, maybe? Maybe? Just sink that rock right there. We need like a rock to go far in the distance, not far in the distance, but like conceivable area. It needs to be littered with rocks. It's gonna be the same rock, by the way, because I'm lazy. That rock right there is for floor decoration. I'm gonna put that like I'm not sure. Here? Scale up a little bit. Sorry, scale up a little bit. 2x kinda. Put it like there. Does that seem a little bit out of place? I can put like another one right there. I don't want it to be too close. I don't want it to look like I intentionally placed 2 rocks very close to each other that looked strangely similar. That would be too suspicious. 2 rocks there and nothing right there. Not suspicious at all. A perfect pattern is better than no pattern. Unless you're doing what I'm doing. Things are happening. I'm not the best at level design, so this is gonna be weird. Weird first couple of minutes of game design. And I can actually put a rock back there. Cause I'm good like that. Not completely blocking me off, but adding enough that like it's like, oh, there's something back there. Clearly. I forgot I collision to the rocks. Oof. So rock 2. Rock 1. What kind of collision do I want? Trimesh? That seems really excessive. I have a better idea. We're gonna give it a collision shape of a sphere. I wish you could do like a convex shape, like the default convex shape from Blender. This is pretty good. Like, you won't be able to break into it. That's all you have to worry about. Static body, collision shape, sphere collision. Radius is gonna be pretty high. I'll make sure I have the gizmo turned on so I can see. There you go. That's more like it. Main entrance. Now it's collision, probably. So look. You guys can see this, right? Yep. So, I can definitely see the rock right there. And I can definitely just run up this slope. Also, I can climb on top of this. And then jump up to there. I can't really get past that, though. Speaking of getting past... Yeah. You can see, like, the tree there. World building goes hard. It's pretty fire. All in all, it looks pretty good. I'll have to add a fog that's really dark down there to make sure that it's like actually dark down there. But generally speaking, this looks pretty good. This would be a fire screenshot. I'm actually going to set up a screenshot right there. Exact place. Screenshot that, bish. I'm not too sure of what's where, but I'm going to save it in my folder. Screenshots for the game, because that look good. And now I need to put the volume in. So, important fog volume. This patch of volume is going to be very useful. Just going to chuck it in there. Lift it up a little bit. And new fog material. It's going to be pitch black and really dense. And a little bit closer to here. Not massively. Oh, like 10 maybe. Oh god, horrifying. Oh, a giant beast. So this massive blob is going to be in there, making sure that you can't see too far into the tunnel. Edge fade is going to be very soft though, so that it looks like it's fading in. You just, yep. But also it's going to have a child, which is an omni-light. Somewhere in there. And the light is going to be negative. Like, it's going to have negative light, negative aura. And it's going to have big aura. So, like, nothing crazy. That looks horrifying. That is a horrifyingly, like, negative thing. See that it's pretty dark in there. So just add the fog. Probably move the light back a little bit. So without the light, with light. It's not really a big change. I'm gonna keep the light off because but that looks pretty good. You can't see too far in. So I can just stop the animation like this far in. You will have no idea. Keep going back a little bit. And just moving it forward a little bit. Now it looks too suspicious now. Like, it doesn't look like it goes in far enough. See, now it looks like it goes in far enough. Look at that. Now I should hook up this level to that level. Die. So 2 mines should be hooked up to mine entrance. The collision shape is right here. So my gizmos, right, where is it? Oh no, oh no. The environment off, unshaded. Where is that collider? Where is that box collider? Where is that good old box collider of mine? There we go. See, that isn't quite ideal. I would prefer if that was like here, but just like bigger in this direction. So you can approach it from any angle, and it'll just kind of engulf you in teleportation. That's pretty good. Right, I'm gonna play the whole game. From beginning to end. Alright, let's see. So you spawn here, you go, wow. Look at this visual game. Then you go, wow, look at that. That's my campsite. You go through. So I got teleported here. You go, wow. Look at this place. Thumbs up. It's such a place. Very fireplace. If the player does get a flashlight, it's gonna be in the mines, by the way, or like maybe at night when they're coming here at night. I have to keep going down here. Da, 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 da. Go down here, go through here. Just gonna go, wow. It's such big snow today. And you go, wow, that was very smooth transition. Then you go over here and you go, oh, that's a mine. Wow. Yep. Perfect reenactment. Super realistic. Save the applause. I'm gonna have to bake an occluder into this, aren't I? If I delete all the trees, hide all the static body stuff, all the rocks, even the player. So now it's just the map. I'm gonna grab an occluder instance, chuck it up here, bake occluders, levels, prefabs, for mine entrance, and then it's going to be mine entrance occluder, save. And it's just going to have an occlusion instance. Maybe not of this specific object, actually. Not of a lot of these objects, actually. If I just tune this up and rebake the occluder, it's going to move a lot. I don't need this minecart thing. The pillars don't need occluders. The track doesn't need occluders. Landscape might need occluders. Maybe. Does the landscape need occluders? Maybe. Just in case. So now if I do overdraw, I just hide behind this, a lot of things go blammo and just disappear. No, they don't. That's a lie. If I stare at this rock right here, go over this side. Wow, it disappears. Okay. I have to also disable like the gizmos for this in grid to make sure that I can actually see what I'm doing. Right, so yeah, it'll hide what it needs to. I think that does its job. It does its job. There we go. It's not any clipping or anything. Performance is pretty good. This is totally so ready to ship right now. No, I need to start working on actual story and stuff. But the mechanics itself are setting up pretty well. Ow. Overall, sorry, my fingers. But overall, it's going pretty well. Give me a quick second. I am dying. Anyway. How long have I been streaming for? 2 hours. How much do you think I can get done in 1 hour? Because now we need the nighttime versions of the maps. I'm gonna have a main variable. Variable day equals true by default. Basically, if nope, func ready, if main dot day is true, which it is, the directional, hold on, export variable sun directional light 3D. I will also need to edit the world environment, so export variable world environment. Yep. I'll get to that. Whoa. Oh, pass. So now I can place the sun and the world in the right spots. I can be like, oh, if it's daytime, well, the directional light, oh, sorry, the sun dot rotation degrees is equal to whatever it is right now. Vector 3, I think, negative 24 point. Vector 3, negative 24.3, negative 90, and 0. And the world dot environment dot just a bunch of stats about that stuff. So let's take the, let's go one by one. Skybox is probably fine for now. Glow is always going to be on. The volumetric fog albedo. Environment volumetric fog albedo equals. Can I just save all volumetric fog settings? Into like a day and night dictionary or something? Well, for now I'm going to go like this. Color. RGBA, I think. So if I take RGBA, it's 247, 255, 254. Oh, this one actually. 0.971, 0.995. Which should work for the albedo. Then the emission albedo, world.environment.emission albedo, the fog emission equals color 0. Okay, 0.474 0.474, 0.474. Alright. What's the density? World dot environment dot volume density equals 0.1747. World dot environment dot anisotropy. I realized something. I can just have two environments. I'm stupid. Brother. World dot environment equals this environment. Bam! Can I not assign environments? Right, this environment is this. Hold on. Set environment? Is there a set environment? Can I just say, hey, your environment is that environment? String cannot be used. How would I do this? How would I? Environment. That. Then I take this and I just drag and drop that. I'm not really sure of how to like set an environment and be like, yeah, this environment is that environment. Oh, I'm a genius. Wait, export variables. Export variable day environment and just set it to be the day environment. My brain is so small but so big at the same time. Wow. Hello. Hello. Oh, sorry. Your name went. Hello, Celeron. I stopped being an idiot for a second. The genius. Alright. Rotation degrees. I take the. What did I click? Sun dot. Color? Is it color? Light color equals. Was like a 0.929. Color 0.929. So now I can set up two different environments using this to like set the environment when you load in. So if it's day, you have this set up. And even better, node 3D, lights, sun, and I can have another one. It's hidden called moon. Export variable moon equals directional light 3D. Holy shit, I'm genius. So brain. Sun dot show moon dot hide. Environment is day environment. This is such a small script compared to the absolute mess I had before. I'm just gonna put these two together. So yeah, the second light is not gonna be there. Can I rotate the second light? Wait. If I rotate it. Oh, that's so trippy to me. Either way, it's not going to be like that. I might. I did just rotate it. Right, so now it's hidden. So now when I load in the game, it should be fine. But then, I can also set this environment to a new environment. I'm going to save as levels, environments, nighttime. So this environment will be specifically for the night. So the skybox will exist, obviously, and the tone map will still be like, I think it was filmic for the last one. I'm going to compare it to this one right here. Tone map is filmic, 7.45 white balance. And it's going to have a very similar color mapping, but it's not going to be the exact same, I think. Procedural, and you just got to make this like a purple, not purple, but like really dark blue. The horizon around this should be really dark, because it's nighttime. It's sleepy time. The cover modulation, dark ground, really dark. Like pitch, like Scoob. I'm sorry. Really dark. Right, so you have that. So now you have super dark. It's not, I wouldn't say it's crazy dark, but it's pretty damn dark. You need the volumetric fog. Still there, but now it has to be like darker, cause nighttime, and it has to be blue, because everyone knows nighttime is blue. That's how it works. It still needs to have a high, like anisotrophy thing going on. Ambient inject much, but not that much ambient inject, just enough to like make it slightly darker, slightly brighter. Sorry. Also, it needs to be bright enough. Needs to be dense enough. Mission energy, no. Gen inject, no. 3. Right. Effect, no. How did I make it so dense last time? Ignoring the adjustments panel. Glow, that's it. I just have glow. Alright. Glow enabled, normalized, additive, lowest threshold, tiny bit of bloom, tiny bit of bloom. And high intensity, I guess. No, not crazy intensity. This really don't look right. I think because the light's so bright. Because I want to set this to be like the moonlight. The moonlight needs to be much less yellow and a little bit more blue-ish, kind of. Not specifically blue, but more blue. And the ambient light has to go crazy. So like really deep blue. I think that's a good start off point, but like I need like the normal fog. Or some kind of way to get more fog, Yuri, because what's the density of this fog? 1.747, advanced trophy, a little bit of ambient inject. That's it. And yet it feels like it's surrounding you. Because it kind of is. But here, I think the light's a little bit too, like the black body isn't right. That black body ain't right. Body. Just wanted to clarify, body. Anyway, back to this. It has to be denser, obviously. Can't be like super light. But also, I feel like it should be able to be super white, super light, super white. What the fuck? Anyway, indirect energy should go down. Volumetric energy should be 0. No volumetric effect. No, I'm joking. But it shouldn't be too high either. It should be like there, that much. So it's visible, but it's not crazy. And the ambient inject should also be very low. It's like light energy should be like not crazy. When you're walking down here, you should feel like it's very dark. Which you do, which is good. It doesn't feel as pretty as before. And you will get here kind of late, so I'm allowed to like turn up the thing a little bit. How are you so bright? I guess that would be fair, but also not that bright. There you go. Ta-da. Now time. Actually, wait. Yes, that bright. Right. Okay. I'm gonna use the color adjustments to make this more feasible, per se. Gradient 1D. Making the darker colors substantially more like eerily blue. Making the lighter colors a little bit more warm. Not intensely warm, so like if you walk up to here, it's not going to be that color, but it's going to be like a very slight tinge of yellow. That should separate it. Hopefully this looks good enough. For me, it feels good enough. It feels really like dark, hopefully. Ooh, I'm worried. I don't know if this looks good enough. A little bit of anxiety creeping in there. Should be okay. Should be okay. Okay, should be okay. So, I'm gonna start the game up with the main thing saying it's nighttime. So now all the environments and stuff. Well, obviously it's not the main menu. Main menu is gonna be morning. But the game itself, when it loads up, is gonna be nighttime. Which direction are you going again? Not that way. Yeah, not that way. This one. So you get like the little glimpse of things here and there. Still gonna be light snowing. You're gonna see that. You're gonna be like, wow, what's that? Wow. I think that's where it needs shadows, because this game either is torn between PS4 and like Elden Ring. Not Elden Ring, definitely not Elden Ring. But like, you get what I mean. It's torn between like super low end, like low poly style, and then like weirdly high quality style. So I'm gonna put the shadows on. Shadows. Wait, shadows. Shadows can go for like 20 meters. Yeah, 10 meters away. So they like start fading away pretty quickly. If I disable the environment and go into the environment and disable the distance fog, that is a little bit too long for that light to fade away, so campfire, gonna turn this to like 10. What's the length for? I'm gonna fade for 4. Just pops in, kinda. There you go. That's a good distance for fog. Pop in this, pop that. Walk up. Wow. Doesn't that feel nighttimey? I can barely see like the fog itself, the smoke. Yeah. I feel like this is gonna work. I save, right? So yeah, save. So now I have to go make this one also nighttime. So I'm gonna use the same method. No 3D. Lights. Sun. Duplicate. Moon. Hidden for now. Go to like a good middle ground area. Generally the starting point's probably a good idea. Whew, okay. Now I need to go ahead and This is the normal one, right? This is the normal one, okay. I'm going to take all this code, copy, and just paste that code. Because technically there's not going to be a difference in what it does. We have the sun, have the moon, have the world, have the day environment, which is going to be the outside environment. I actually need to add the export variable nighttime environment. It's going to be an environment, which I will use here as well. For this one, it's going to be the nighttime environment. So now, if it's day, it'll use all the day things. Yep. And else, sun will be hidden, moon will be shown, world.environment is nighttime environment. So, let's have a look at what that would look like. You look at the nighttime environment. Disable gizmos. This doesn't look too bad, but I need to change something. For example, the rotation. It's going to be the middle of the map. Where am I going? Here. It's going to be the middle of the time. So you're going to have it a little bit high, not as high as it would be before, but like a little bit higher. Then a lot dimmer and a lot bluer. So a bit more blue. Deepish blue. Not too blue, not crazy blue, but a little bit blue. Turn the brightness down a little bit. Turn the volumetric brightness down a little bit. And turn the indirect brightness down a little bit. Volumetric lighting up. No, it's gonna be dim. It's gotta be dim. Again, it really does remove the like pretty effect from before. The game looks a little bit less beautiful. But also I can't make it too bright, as it'll feel a little bit weird. So you can just kind of go through here. You pop back in out there. How's the water look? Water looks fine. Nighttime is doing nighttime things. And basically just gonna copy and paste code left and right. Let's go with that indent and you're fine. So now, if I have main, day is set to false, so everything's should be nighttime set. And if you guys can't see this, if you can't, there you go. Look at it, it's nighttime. Sun's pretty high in the moon's pretty high in the sky. Let's do some shadow things. Fade away, pop in here. It's nighttime again. Whoa. I'm not gonna tie nighttime to anything. Because obviously you are gonna have to go back through here at night. This isn't quite a realistic representation of nighttime. I think if I gave the character a flashlight at nighttime, I don't want to tie that to nighttime because obviously he's gonna need it in the cave. But in the cave would also be nighttime. But what if they get out of the cave? Or are they not gonna get? I don't. Because here's the thing: it looks good enough now that I don't feel like giving it a bad ending. Originally, I was like, oh yeah, I'll give it a shady little ending. I don't really care. But now, like, it looks kind of good. And when something looks good, you don't want to give it a bad ending. You don't want to make the game itself shit, which sucks. So, yeah. Miner.gd open, create. Go to mine. Yep. Pop, pop, pop. So. Ew. Yeah, okay, so it should be. Shouldn't be middle of the night. Should be like early-ish. Early-ish. Kind of, yep. So here, you take the moon, and you just dull it down a little bit. So it's not crazy, but it's like a little bit earlier than usual. Walk to mine. The moon will be there. I don't know where the controls are. A little bit. So it's not, again, not too crazy up. Here, we're gonna see sun, moon. Yep. Sun, moon, world, outside lighting, night environment. Then I just go to the actual world itself, set it to the nighttime environment, which again is not the best. We hide the sun, show the moon, edit the moon. So, again, it's going to be bluer. Obviously, the moon itself is not normally blue. Not normally this level of blue. It's for exaggeration purposes. It's going to be dimmer than the sun. Obviously, it's not the sun. And it's obvious, because you're going to be hitting here like near the end, it's going to be the highest point. So you're going to have a like illumination of this lighting. You look down there and you go, oh no. Is that actually blurred over? No, it's not. Unshaded. No, it's not, obviously. But yeah, this should look better. I feel like I did quite a lot considering it's running at okay. I was a little worried for a second. It was running at 16,000 FPS. Oh no, 1,600 FPS. Still a lot. This was pretty good. Still need to rig up everything, do the animation and bits. How much time do I have left? Half an hour. That's pretty good. So, done the nighttime maps. So by default, now I'm gonna set it to false, to true. So it is daytime. What's gonna happen is in the mine entrance area specifically, for now, and more specifically, the mine cart, it'll have an area trigger or a collision trigger, an area trigger, I guess. So it triggers it when you're nearby rather than if you hit it, just in case you're smart. We need to take intelligence into account. Actually, hold on. In this area, if I go to environment real quick, what effects take like good advantage of this? Ray tracing makes like 2 changes, not that much. Occlusion does nothing. Illumination, radius, intensity. Really ominous, right? Normal rejection, intensity, radius down, intensity. Lots of interesting. SDFGI. Give me a second, I gotta mute. I was muted. No. Wait, how long was I muted for? I gotta know this. From like 10 minutes ago. For the past 10 minutes, I've just been silent. No. Oh man. Oof. That was not intentional. Yeah, sorry about that. But good news. I will be probably streaming tomorrow as well, so you can catch me there. And yeah, if you want. Anyway, yeah, I gotta go. So if you like, you like. You dislike, dislike. Have a good one.